Hi there. So you want to design your own home. You want to, maybe you have a dream to have a home that is completely bespoke to you, or maybe you just want your home that you have now to be easier and more comfortable to live in. And you really want to protect the planet as best as you can. So I'm going to go through what is the most important thing to do with your project, and it's especially important if you want to protect the planet. It's important for any home design project, for every home design project. This is the first step, but if you're particularly eco-conscious, it's even more important to do it. So who am I? You might be asking. I'm Jane. I am the founding director of iArchitect, and I am a chartered architect. I am a Green Register listed eco refurbisher, and I am an RIBA Conservation Register accredited registrant. And you might think, what does that mean? Well, it means that I have a specialist eco design knowledge, so I'm more experienced and more knowledgeable about designing in a more eco way than your average architect, because I've had extra training in that. And it also means that I am more sensitive and more knowledgeable about working with existing property, particularly period property, again, than your average architect who's had more of the standard architectural training. Then I've done extra additional specialist training regarding older property and with eco design in mind. So are you thinking about designing your home, redesigning your home, a new build home or an existing home? This is what you need to do first, and it's essential. And what it is, basically in a nutshell, is to really get clear on what you need and what you want from your home. It's the essential thing to do, and it's not easy to do it. It takes a lot of personal reflection, really digging deep into sort of what your needs are, and asking yourself, being quite open and honest with yourself and with your partner and other family members that you live with, so that you can really get clear on what you and other members of your family all really need and want from your home. And a simple exercise that I ask all of my clients to do, this is one of a couple, but this is the main one, and it's really effective at starting to understand where you're at, and that is to assess your home as it is now and think about it. You can think about it as a general overall thing. So what works for you in your home and what doesn't, and you can think of it as an overall perspective in total, as your home in total, or you can literally go from standing outside your front door, coming into your hall, sort of work your way around your home, go room by room, and ask yourself the same questions for each space in your home. What works and what doesn't? And also you can ask yourself, what do you love and what do you hate? And these will start to really get clear about what it is you really need, what it is that you don't need, what really gives you joy and enjoyment in your home, and what really annoys you and frustrates you. And these are sort of things that you really need to know, because only by getting really clear on this can you then change your home that you've got to make it better. So you can design out all those irritating, frustrating things that you hate, and you can make more of those things that you love. And then you can make the space work better for you. Where it doesn't work for you, you can make it work. Where it does work for you, you can make it work better. So this is where you really need to start, and it's essential. And if you are particularly eco-conscious, then another reason why this is really important is because What I get a lot of clients come to me and they say, well, we want to extend the full width of the house and back by 4 meters. And okay, that might be what they can do within permitted planning permission, but what's that going to do for you? What does that extra space do for you? Is that extra space where you really want it? And I find that actually just building on extra space is not really always the answer. You often find that you've got space in your house as it is that you're not really using very well. It doesn't really work for you, and you can make that space work better for you and get more out of that space and actually get a home that then feels bigger and functions better for you without needing to have a lot of extra space. And this is where, if you apply the principles of the reduce, reuse, recycle, which are I think well-known sustainability principles, this is where the reduce section comes in, because you only build what you really need to build in order to meet what you need and want from your home. So you're not building masses of extra space, because that uses resources, materials, that, you know, so many construction materials are quite damaging to the environment. If you can minimize the amount of materials that you need, the amount of time that it's going to take to build, you know, that's fewer people coming to your site on a daily basis to build it, because it takes less time to build. All these different resources are going to be reduced if you only build what you really need. And you can then the construction can cost you a bit less if you don't have to build as much. You can spend the money that you've got doing it better. So you've got a better quality build without having to be as big. And this is where you can start to make choices on the materials, where you can use more sustainable choices of materials rather than more of the cheaper, maybe more standard materials. You can go for a better quality material, maybe one that's either more durable or made from a more renewable material. And this is where you've got a bit more choice. Rather than spending all your money on building big, you're spending your money on building better, and really choosing where you put your effort and making your home really suit you in a way that's not just about making it bigger, because bigger is not necessarily better. You know, women, we know this. Bigger does not mean necessarily better. It's about where you have that extra space, what you do with it, how you build it. That's what is going to give the difference, and what's going to give you a really beautiful home that you really enjoy and that's really easy and comfortable to live in. If you would like my help with this, I have a free checklist that you can get hold of a copy. You can get a download of that. I'll put the link in the comments below so you can get hold of that. If you would like my help to help you work through your project in any way, drop a comment below or send me a message and we can have a chat and see, you know, how I might be able to help you with your project. I look forward to speaking with you again next week, and in the meantime, hope you have a great weekend. Bye for now.